No, he
Some
works.
pizza
He
place,
works
yeah.
at Frankie's Eastside Pizza. That's a place that Eric Sims likes to bring his talent, and they,
Yeah.
I guess they make pizza there and sign autographs and things like that. So here's my thing: you have wrestling talent come to your place. Why are you trashing wrestling talent? Because whether you're in the right or you're in the wrong, you shouldn't do it because other wrestling talent's going to see that, and whether, like I said, if you're right or you're wrong, now you just lost future bookings with wrestlers because there you are trashing one of their brothers.
Right, word's gonna get around.
Right, and that's just silliness, and I don't understand the concept. Now, as far as like the whole Lanny Poffo situation, I've worked with Lanny Poffo. You've worked with Lanny Poffo. I actually met Lanny Poffo through you, and I did an interview with him, and then I brought him in for future shows. Lanny Poffo is one of the most respectful, intelligent men you'll find walking this earth, and he is honoring the memory of Randy Savage. He's not disrespecting him at all. If you listen to my interview, he'll tell you flat out that he lives in the shadow of his brother, and he's proud to do it because his brother had all the talent. And I tried to say, like, hey, Lenny, you had your own thing going, and you were very talented in yourself, and blah 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 blah. And he'll just laugh, and he'll literally deflect any praise you give him right back to his brother.
Right.
So I don't know how to.
That's how he is. He's a stand-up guy.
Anybody can say that's disrespectful because that's just stupid. I mean, that's just silly.
Even when he was with us, I don't think he said one bad thing about anybody.
No, he's a very nice guy. I mean, he had awesome, funny ass stories, but he would never say something that was derogatory. So I mean, that's shame on you, Dan Romano. That's just fucking stupid.
Right.
It's really fucking stupid.
Yeah, just look at his post. It's crazy how.
Well, like I understand him ripping apart Val Venus. Like Val was just being really fucking stupid. He was attacking Phil, who was an NYPD police officer. I mean,
let's go back for a second. Mm-hmm. Val Venus was at his pizza place,
right?
Okay, so and they made a weed pie or something. So why is this guy talking shit about him?
Obviously, they had a falling out or something.
I didn't read the entire details.
Right.
But when I saw all that shit, I'm like, wow, this guy is just opening a can of worms for himself. Just crazy. I just don't understand why you do that.
Right.
If you have an issue with a wrestler, keep it to yourself. Or talk to your buddy about it. Don't go publicly with it. Especially if you're in the business of trying to book people or get people to your place. I just don't understand why he would do that.
Yeah, he's
crazy.
I'm looking at the posts on which I'm shocked that Eric Sims still hasn't deleted these because he probably should. Of Dan just ripping apart. Here we go. You got Dan Romano tagging Sean Morley, who is Val Venus. You made fun of my restaurant on the biggest dick show in the world last night, and you have mouthed my pizza place like a fucking puppet after I had you in my place. And then they just went back and forth, I don't know. They just went back and forth. I don't know if it was a misunderstanding or whatever. Val Venus tried to apologize, but Dan never replied back to it after that. So I honestly don't know. But I mean, Eric, take this shit down. I mean, it's just I don't understand. Stirring the pot is not good for business. I'm sorry. So
yeah. Did you see the shit about Poffo?
No. I tried to look. Let me see. Unless he had it on his own page and he took it down.
No, it's there because what the hell is it called? Dan's Gourmet Pizza or something? Hold on, see if I can change it.
It's Frankie's Eastside Pizza.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And to be honest with you, it's just not that important to try to find this because it's just stupidity and very childish, and You know, I said myself to Val Venus, I said, you know, engaging in arguments with fans, especially fans that are police officers, about your police agenda. I don't care that you say you support law enforcement and all that, but there's a conflict of interest because what you do for a living and what they do for a living. But to engage in a confrontational argument online on a promoter's page with a fan is just very unprofessional and very, very childish.
No, all right, so listen to his post.
Okay.
Now, this is his post. Between Lanny Poffo and Macho Man, the wrong ones died. Lanny goes around using Macho Man's ring in the Hall of Fame leverage so he can make ends meet. Sad day, but true. A true crackhead way of living life. And then someone wrote, that's a pretty ignorant comment, dude. Congrats on getting Marty Jannetty to your show and up your pizza joint. Then he writes back, he goes, thank you, but Lenny is a real dick. To the max, his ass can't even move anymore. So I wrote, Lenny's not a dick. I said, first you talk about Val Venus, now you're talking about Popo. The rep will get around, cool down. You don't want that, brother, like, you know? And then Marty Jannetty writes in, I mean, he liked the post. But it's just, you know, calling Lenny Poffo a crackhead way of living life.
Yeah, that is a very ignorant statement and has nothing to do. I mean, look, if you're angry with a guy and you don't like the guy, there's no reason to just randomly and spontaneously bring him up into a conversation that has nothing to do with him.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right,
nonsense.
Let's take a commercial break. So when we come back, we can get Chad on the phone from Standalone Wrestling. So sit back, relax. We'll be back in about 5 minutes.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Hey, it's Tony Schiavone, formerly of WCW, and I'm almost desperately out of time, but I want to remind you, you're listening to the Indy Supershow on the Damage 365 Radio Network.
Wrestling Superstore, selling wrestling memorabilia from all around the world, including WWE, Impact Wrestling, Japan, Mexico, and the very best of the independents. They've got action figures, DVDs, autographed memorabilia, t-shirts, magazines, trading cards, stickers, vintage video games, and more. Plus, stop in and get tickets for great promotions such as UWA Elite, CZW, and many others. Located indoors at the world-famous Englishtown Flea Market, Blue Building Booths, 46 through 48 on 90 Wilson Avenue in Manalapan Township, New Jersey. Open every Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Log on to Facebook.com/FunkensteinINC for more information.
What it do, baby boo? This is Casey Two Scoops Spinelli, and you're listening to the Indy Super Show on the Damage 365 Radio Network. Ba-bam!
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red? And what the hell is on Joey's head?
Hey, wrestling promoters and booking agents. You know where you can get inexpensive prints of your hired talent? Right here at Fast Copy Printing Center, located in the Pearl of the Bay Shore. That's right. Whether you need 8x10s, 11x17s, posters, long format, or even weatherproof signs, we can do it all. We also can create promotional items for your business, such as pens, business cards, drink koozies, banners, or just a coffee mug. Stop on down to Fast Copy Print Center, 81 Broad Street in Keyport, New Jersey, or just call at 732-739-4646. No job is too big and satisfaction is guaranteed. Tell them Damage 365 sent you.
This is Saraya Knight, and you are listening to Damage 365 Radio. You want to play with me, boy?
What's going on, people? This is the King of Chaos, Logan Black, and you can catch me every Thursday night along with the Boss Man, Warriors of Wrestling's own Joey B, as we do our live Facebook Q&As on Facebook Live. Feel free to hop on in with any questions, comments, just about anything that pops into your head, and we're going to talk about it. We've got our own segments, we've got our own things to talk about every week, including what's pissing Joey off today. That's right, check us out on Facebook Live or right after the show. Damage 365 Radio Network. Check us out on there. It's posted. You can listen to it at any point that you want. I suggest listening to it sooner than later. Trust me, you've got nothing better to do. That's Thursday nights, 10 o'clock, Facebook Live, or right afterwards on the Damage 365 Radio Network.
Animals, come out and play. This is Nyla Rose and Native Beast, and you're listening to Damage 365 Radio.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Yeah.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and at this time we are joined by Standalone's Wrestling Chad. Chad, am I saying your last name right? Is it Meninus?
That's Menace.
Minnis. All right, Chad Minnis. There we go. So at least we could try to say it right at least once while you're on the show. So, look, Chad, I'm going to say this flat out right off the bat. Okay? And I posted this on Facebook. That weekend was probably by far the most relaxing, stress-free wrestling convention environment that I've ever done in 6 years. I slept great both nights, which never happens prior to conventions. And, you know, my talent enjoyed it. My staff enjoyed it. 100% up and down. Everything that you busted your ass to do showed and was on display that weekend.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's definitely what I was striving for. Excuse my voice, because from the weekend, and I got sick too, so there's a little voice issue.
Okay, so couple of things that fans sent me, like ask questions and stuff. One of them was the Bullet Club in Cody Rhodes. Now, originally they was scheduled to 12:30. I was told that they received a phone call, or somebody received a phone call telling them that they had to leave at 12. Can you just fill us in on that?
Yeah, so really, I wasn't even supposed to have the Bullet Club on the convention at all, because Ring of Honor was going to run a double header.
Right.
They canceled the show on Friday night, so I was able to book them. And so the show was in Philadelphia Saturday. They needed the time to get there, and Ring of Honor changed the call time to 1 p.m. instead of 2 p.m.
Okay, but now this was I'm assuming that that you guys had a contract with them and everything else. So wasn't in the contract specified 12:30, or was there a clause in the contract that said subject to change like an indie show?
There absolutely is. There's all out clauses and a time limit as well. And again, it's subject to other appearances and everything like that as well. And they are under Ring of Honor contract, so they do have to fulfill that need.
Okay, because I'm thinking that 30 minutes. People might say, 30 minutes no big deal, but 30 minutes when that's